Okay, don't get too excited. This is the video where I'm going to get my nipples out. My grease nipples. Okay, so I've got a little video we're going to do a little bit of DIY maintenance on the 135 involving my nipples and some little cappy things on the wheels. We'll have a look. Stay tuned. Stay there. Okay, bought myself a little present. We'll have a look in here in a minute. I'll just show you what we're going to deal with now. I got this off eBay, it wasn't very expensive. We'll talk about the price of this later and you can guess how much I spent. Right, so what we've got here are the caps on the wheel. Now, these normally have a little grease nipple in here. And let me just get the grease nipples out. Let me show you my nipples. So, these are my tub of spare nipples, and these are the right size for this. I bought a special pack for 135. Now these should screw in like that, okay? However, the trouble is, they don't stay in, partly because, can you see how worn this is? The thread is not right on this. I've already tried, let's go around the other side. This one's even more worn. I've already tried putting these in, and they just float. That one's particularly bad, look. It won't actually screw up. So you can see how much that's sticking out as well. It's going to get damaged. So I've decided to buy 2 of these new caps. Now, sorry, I'm just going to walk around here. Now, the good thing about this is very much like the Land Rover. Let me just get in here. Oh, I'm walking around all over the place. Sorry about this, people. Let me just put you on the tripod and we'll have a chat. Okay, right, that's better. So, as I was saying, owning an old classic tractor is a bit like owning the Land Rover in the way they're very similar. I suppose the Land Rover is a classic, isn't it? I've just insured it as classic insurance, actually. The main thing is about them is, because they're so old, the parts, well, mostly because they made so many of them, the parts are readily available. It's windy. I do hope you can pick this up okay. The parts are readily available, but they're also incredibly cheap, which is why it's quite an incentive to keep them on the road, because it doesn't cost you much to keep them going. Also, they're really easy to buy. So the thing is, right, I looked at those hubs and I thought, do you know what, they're a bit knackered. I might be able to recut the hole in there for the grease nipple, but realistically, do you know what, for the price of new ones, I might as well just buy new ones. So I went on eBay and I bought 2. Here we go. Here we go. Let me just get one out. Let's get them both out. We're living the dream. Oh, plastic packaging. No wonder we waste so much plastic. Look at this. These don't need to be packed in there. You could just put them in the box like that. I don't know. It's surprising what you get that doesn't need packaging. Plastic and metal don't mix either, because if they sweat, they'll rust. Better greaseproof paper. Right. Here we go. So we have got. They're finished in priming. They're not in the grey they're normally finished in. So we've got these. These are the caps. Now I'm going to tell you how much they cost when I finish doing the job. But if you'd like to guess how much it cost me to buy 2 caps like that with the grease nipple already in place. See down the end there, already in place, and you can see the grease nipple is still a little bit proud on there, which is a bit vulnerable to whacking, but they're nowhere near as worn as the other ones. Hopefully if I unbolt these, then I can just put these on, and for the price of them, it wasn't worth me mucking around with the other 2. They'll just go for scrap. Right. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's my grease nipples. Or me bug eyes. Oh, hang on, Alien. If this was like Doctor Who from 1970s, which is what I used to watch, you would watch. I remember there was a monster on there made of bubble wrap, because bubble wrap was new at the time. The budget on the BBC was rubbish. And actually, do you know what? The Daleks used to have these things like that, didn't they? Exterminate, exterminate. Maybe they used Massey Ferguson bits. Maybe not. Right, I'm going to get the old cap off, hopefully. I'm not sure how easy that'll come off. I've got doodah to undo it, and we'll try and put these on, pump them full of grease, get them back on. Let's go. Exterminate. Got my doodah, got my grease gun. Oh, not greasing me yet. I think you call these Stilsons, don't you? 18-inch ones, these are big bad boys. Right, let's get these on here. Okay, so I have had a go at getting that off. I think I've nearly done it actually. I cheated a bit, I did a bit undo it just now. Right. Oh. Let's undo this. There we go, that's fairly straightforward, that one, because I did cheat like I said earlier and just loosen that one off. The other one I haven't undone. So there we go. Now the problem with this, okay, so let's just get this up here. The problem with this is that because the grease missile has been missing for ages, I haven't bothered greasing it, and that's not a good thing, is it? You've got to keep on the grease. It's one of the cheapest, was it someone said to me, it's the cheapest maintenance you can ever do, and it's true. If you use your grease nipples then everything else falls into place. I haven't got any clipping paper towel on me. I'm gonna have to go and get some to rub that off, I think. Back in a sec. Right, I'm back again. Got my paper towel here. What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna take some of that manky grease off of the hub. Let's have a look. Let's spin this round here. Okay, so we can see, if I get out of the way, you can see the hub there. That grease is all, it's quite degraded, I think. So I'm just going to web a bit of it off. We'll put some fresh grease on it. And then you can see what's underneath. There's the lock nut. Castle nut, I think they call that. And then that goes on through to the hub. So we're going to put this on here. Right, so now I've got that cap off. I don't know what I've done with it. What have I done with it? I had it in my hand, I put it down somewhere. Well, never mind, we'll have a look at the other one in a minute. I've got the new one here. I've also got, can you guess what it is yet? I've also got a tub of grease. Woo! That all came out of my hair. Right, I've got my grease tub. Let's have a look. So rather than pump it, I'm going to just put this in here. Let me just have a look. Can you see that? Every farm should have a tub of grease. Right, it's going to scoop some up. Look at that, beauty, beauty. So we got the grease in the cap. Get it off there. Ooh, I got a bit too much. That's going to go all around that castle nut, and then that'll keep that lovely and greased, and I haven't got to pump it in there. Well, I haven't got to pump so much in there. Right, so let's move this back over here. Bear with me, I just can't be bothered to take it off the tripod. Right, so I'm playing around here. Right, let's hope this goes on here okay. Can you see that? Woo! Bear with me, bear with me. There we go. Right, left a bit, it's like... Right, so I'm hoping this will just go like that. Now which way was it on? That way, wasn't it? There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, I have got a spanner. I've got my spanner this time. I got a spanner that fit that. The reason I didn't use a spanner on the old one is that the castle bit was broken. I call it the castle. This bit here was really worn, so I couldn't get a spanner on it. Right. There we go. Right, that's one. Let's go and do the other side. Right, Just going to walk around this side, the other side, with my new thingy. I think they're called hubcaps, but they might have another name. Right. I don't think I can get this one off either with the spanner, but I'll just have a quick look. If we can, we'll just use the other thingy. I just call things thingy, you probably noticed that. How professional am I? Right. Well, that won't fit on there anyway. Right, let's get Stilsons. Yes. I think I can get that undone. Right, you see I got that off there, and I give it a sniff because it's stale grease. It's got that smell. I don't really notice, you know, in my experience you get grease that is kind of like fresh, like that other stuff, and then you get a kind of, this one's got a burnt smell to it, which is probably where it's got hot, because I don't think there's been enough grease in there. I mean, the temptation is, we know what it's like, I have greased the other parts of the tractor. The temptation is you go, oh, there's no grease nipple there, do you know what, I'll leave it this time. And then you forget, and when you do it again you go, do you know what, I'll leave it this time. And before you know it, you haven't done it for about 5 years. Well, I'd say that I've been greased for ages. Quite like this. It had me tyre sniffing the other day, now I'm grease sniffing. What a plonker. Right, I'm just going to rub that off. We'll put the other cap on. Let's have a look at the comparison of the two caps though, because they are slightly different. Right, I'm going to put this on here. Hope you can see me okay. Oh, I'm not doing very well today. I'm trying to do too many things. I've been dealing with poachers again. As you know, that I've had poachers on the farm. They've been back again. Bloody nightmare that is. Broke the gate lock. I put some locks in. They actually ripped those out. And that's not good. Right, I wasn't actually planning to talk about them, but never mind. Okay, so let's have a look. Can you see they are slightly different in the fact that that one is slightly bigger. Can you see that? It's got a bigger rim, slightly bigger, and that one sticks out a lot more. Look, that one there. Now I wonder whether that one has just been worn down. These are probably original to the tractor. These are probably 40 years old, 50 years old, 52 years old, and they might have been bashed so many times that they've just worn. And that one probably, that one probably started out like that, although the dome is bigger. I think this is what happens when you buy non-genuine parts though. Anyway, I was going to tell you the price of these, and you might have managed to guess by now, or maybe not. So, two of these cost me, including postage, £11.50, which I think is really good value, and hence why I wasn't worried about chucking two of these away that are old. £11.50, that's nothing, is it? Not when you think everything else on the farm. I had a solenoid thing go on the tank washer the other day, 180 quid, and it's about that size, and you look at it and you think, is that it? Anyway, £11.50 for two, that's not bad. Right, I'm going to stick this back on, and then we'll have a little look at the end. Right, just going to give this a wipe, get that manky old grease off there that isn't really doing anything. Alright, ooh, and this is going back on, this little baby. Hopefully, we'll just screw back on. There we have it, one new cap on that side, one new cap on that side, and my pot of nipples which I nearly kicked over. Let's put my nipples away. Right, I'm not doing very well. So, I'm taking the second cap off on. I've lost it. Oh, there it is. Right, it's on the wheelie bin. Here we go. So this is going in the scrap bin soon. The manky blackness of it all. No nipple on the end of there. No thread left in there. And the grease smell of burning grease. Maybe I should be locked in a room with burnt grease and brand new tyres, and I could just keep sniffing. Right, what is wrong with me? Right, anyway, so we've done that. Lovely little DIY job. Keep the old MF on the road. We're going to be using that a lot this winter for yard scraping, as you know. And I'm just going to put that back in the shed now, ready. And just a little jobs like that. You just got to keep on top of the place. And I always like a job like that because it's fairly straightforward. It's a few basic tools. It's not a lot of money. And you know what? That's, if you put that £11.50 on that job, and it saves you having to change the wheel hub because the bearing's flipping worn out because you haven't greased it, then that saved you loads more money and loads more aggro, isn't it? Right, and if that one lasts, I'm sure those are 50 years old. So if those ones I've just put on last another 50 years, that tractor would be then 100 years old. So that ain't going to be my issue, is it? It'll be someone else. It'll be in a museum somewhere, because there'll be no diesel around for anyone to use because everything will be electric. Oh dear. Right, I don't know, I'm going to get an electric 135. Right, okay, yeah, that's the other thing as well. Electric batteries don't last 50 years. The thing about that diesel tractor, right, is if you're saving the planet, how long has that lasted? That's lasted 50 years. Now, if I had an electric tractor and they had to replace all the batteries every 10 years or so, how good is that for the environment compared with the actual effect of the environment of that tractor lasting 50 years? I'm getting muddled up in here, but do you know what I mean? If I had to change 5 lots of batteries in the lifetime of a tractor, 50 years, compared with me just using diesel, surely that's probably going to damage the environment more than 50 years of that vehicle lasting on that engine, if you know what I mean. Anyway, right, that's another story for another day with someone more intelligent than me, I'm sure. Right, let's go put this stuff away and then I'll put it back in the shed. Okay, so here I am with a 265 and we're about to put that away for winter actually. We've got the loader back on it now. But I just thought I'd show you, it's got the same hub as this. And so all these parts, I think if you probably had a 35, the really old red tractors, it would have fitted that. It would fit the 135, probably fitted the 165, probably the 240. The 690 had different hubcaps on it, I remember they were bigger. But this 265, more or less the same, so have a quick look. There we go. This one here matches the one that I fitted on the 135. Now I presume that maybe the 135 people just supply these because they're interchangeable and they just make one to fit both now. But this is probably the old original. Look, you can see it's slightly smaller, like I said before. But that, I'm sure that would screw on there. But I'm not gonna, you know, that's going for scrap. Anyway, let's put this baby away. Look, we've got the loader on. You don't see it with the loader on very often. Only in storage. Genuine Massey loader that is to go on here. It used to be our main loader, unbelievably. The only loader we had until we bought the McCormick's. Well, before that we had a 135 with a loader. No, a 35 with a loader, and that was tiny. Right, let's put this away.